Hey Capricorns, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Welcome to your Capricorn reading for whenever you watch this, okay? I have the porch door open, so you might hear some noise in the background, so I apologize in advance for that. Either way, I hope all is well. Lisa here. All right, let's go. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Capricorn Collective needs to know? So we're starting off with mindful and group think. All right now. So we're starting off with mindful. Like there's mindful with one L, but this is mindful with two L's. Like your mind is full with other people's thoughts, other people's energies. That's what it's feeling like, okay? With groupthink coming out. Now, the reason why this is coming up is because we have Dragon's Hoard, protecting your future. This is a card of legacy. So there's a need to start thinking about legacy and who you want to be in it, okay? Whether you have children or not, or if you're thinking about children. I know you guys kept getting readings about spiritual babies, okay? Spirit babies coming through. But it's time to start thinking in those terms. Even if you're single, then it's time to start thinking, okay, is this person someone that I can build this legacy with? Is it someone that would be a great parent to my child? Is it someone that my child could look up to? Things like that when choosing a partner, or if it comes to building a business. You know, it's time to start thinking long-term, bigger, have a bigger expanded vision of your life, and that's going to determine the people that you allow to come in and stay in, and the people who probably need to go. Okay, but that is what's coming through here. Okay, legacy and the people who need to be in it and who don't need to be in it. Okay, and some of the people who need to be in it or who's going to help you build this legacy are probably not even in your life yet, and this is why you might have to do some cuts. You know, do some cuts and revisions. Okay, with this new vantage point of legacy. Look at everybody from that vantage point of your legacy. Okay. How can people add to your legacy or be a liability? Are people assets or liabilities to your legacy? All right. Now, look at that. We have the King of Swords. Yeah. See, I'm talking about assets or liabilities, and I am talking about it in very, like, you know, kind of cold terms when referring to relationships, you know, friendships, family, romantic relationships, whatever. But the King of Swords, that type of thinking is what's needed right now, because we're talking about big picture things, right? So let's imagine your best friend in high school or elementary school, and you're like, oh, we're gonna be BFFs forever. Or you had a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or whatever in high school, and you're like, that was my love, the love of my life. And imagine now, are those people still important in your life right now? Some of them might still be, but ultimately the things that you were worried about in that stage of your life is not as important now. At that time, in that moment, it was the end all be all, right? So it's time to look further ahead from where you are now into the future, like 10 years from now. Would I care about this? Would I care about that? Would this person be great for me long term? With the types of conversations we have, with the types of engagements we have? Are my habits good for me for 10 years moving forward? Things like that, eating habits, exercising, whatever. It's all about long-term thinking and being very clear about that vision. And it'll help you make better decisions, okay? Or clearer decisions. Not saying you're not making better decisions, but it does seem with the Two of Pentacles here, there is a bit of an imbalance or a struggle when it comes to making decisions about certain people or things that probably do need to be shifted or changed, people who probably need to be bumped down the level of as far as the level of access that they have to you, or the level of access, or the importance of the dynamic. How close can they be to you? How close should they be to you? It's things like that. That's being shifted and arranged because certain people who need to come in closer, they need room. So you got to push out some old or make some arrangements so new things could come in, okay? But it does seem like there's a little bit of a back and forth energy about that. All right, there's a need to take emotions out of it. The way you get out of this juggling energy. Oh, should I release them from my life, or should I bump them down, downgrade them as far as the access that they have to me, or should I not? In order for you to overcome that, you have to take emotions out the equation and think about your long-term goals, your long-term legacy. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? And does this person kind of fit into that vision you have for yourself? All right. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, whatever. It's the Swords energy, and it requires a level of sharp thinking without emotions, okay? This is a card of legacy building, okay? This is why it's important to start thinking like that. All right. So some of you guys are stepping into your legacy. All right. So we have the 10 of Wands coming out in reverse. This is your conscious decision, your conscious effort. I feel like you're aware that certain people might be liabilities, okay? And long term, these situations might not be the best for you, and you're still trying to figure out how to handle that, I feel like, with the 10 of Wands there. There does seem like there's a realization of that, but just making the decision is kind of hard to do for some of you, all right? Five of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. That makes sense. This is why we're in the energy of Two of Pentacles, that juggling energy. I don't want to feel the loss of that. I'm scared. I don't want to lose that and then be alone, or whatever the case is. If you're losing, if you feel like you're missing out on a friend and you're like, yeah, but there's new friends coming in. Like, that's what I want to let you know. Some people you might be led to actually release them. Some people you're just being led to downgrade them on the as far as access, okay? So their energy, if their energy isn't best fitting for you and your long-term legacy, then you don't want their energy bleeding into your life, right? So it's like it's providing a buffer for certain people in your life. But it does seem like there's a fear of being alone as a result of that. But you need to understand that people are getting shifted out and other people are going to shift in, okay? It's just the way it's going to go. With the Six of Swords coming out in reverse, there is some resistance to it. All right. Yeah, Death card coming out. Yeah, some relationships are coming to an end, okay? It's the end of the road for some of them, okay? With the King of Wands, it is going to actually give you more fire, more power is what I heard. It's going to give you more power. Some of these relationships, they weren't as empowering. I'm not saying that they were disempowering, and it's not taken away from these certain people. Wow, we're ending with the World card and the Magician. The Magician at the bottom of the deck and the World card. It's not saying that these people that have to get shifted out are bad people. It's just saying you're going into a new world, a new upgraded way of being. And with that, you're going to be more aligned with other people. And you're going to be less aligned. You're growing out of people. And you have to just surrender to the growth. Surrender to the growth and be excited for the new, even though it's bittersweet because you have to release the old. It's just peacefully releasing, okay? But being excited about what you're moving towards, because it is your manifestation. Whoa, we have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, your manifestation is coming through. The legacy, this is something huge. This is in preparation for something huge for you. Okay, whether it's a certain level of success, it's an upgrade of some sort, and there's just some prerequisites that need to happen. So as I mentioned, it doesn't mean that these people are bad, but the conversations that you'll have with them are not going to be productive enough for this new world. Okay, you need to be around people who think in this level, and you might not be surrounded by all those people yet. Okay, so yeah. All right. Where are we? Okay. I'm trying to think. I kind of wanted to change the dynamic or change the format. Let me see. Okay. How does this apply to love? We're going to do this. I'm going to do a little snippet for the love and a little snippet for the career and see what comes out. How does this apply to love? for Capricorns. Yeah, all right. 2 of Cups with the 6 of Wands. And how does this apply to the career? Oh. All right. All right. Again, 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, the juggling energy. How does this apply to love? We have the 2 of Cups in reverse along with the 6 of Wands in reverse, okay? There's certain misaligned connections in love. It could have been a cycle that you had in love, certain types of people. This could be exes, whatever the case is. It's misaligned, okay? And there might be some... still some old manifestations of love that is showing up that you've outgrown, and it's now a manifestation that is outdated for you. All right, and it's not, you realize that you're not going to get what you want from this with the 6 of Wands in reverse, and it's time to like just let bygones be bygones with certain situations, and release the expectation for them. How this applies to the career, we do have the 7 of Swords coming out, along with the 6 of Cups in reverse. So you have the 2 sixes coming out and the Fool card. This is the energy I feel of cheating yourself, okay? A little bit. Let me look into that 7 of Swords. This could be a cycle of where you have been cheating yourself, okay? And as I mentioned, like, oh, Hermit, yeah. Okay, I feel like this is more of an internal thing. Devil card at the bottom of the deck. See, if you already had some insecurities in regards to your career, or whoever you needed to be to have a successful career, to go for the things that you deserve, to go and ask for the promotion, okay, things like that. It seems as if you were around people who are not enabling that type of growth, that level of ambition, that level of striving for more. And because of that, it's not saying that you're around people who are tearing you down and saying, don't go for the promotion. It was just the fact that they were not looking for more. That was enough to actually keep you limited. Okay, now because of that, that's coming to the forefront. That's how it was affecting your career. It was stopping you from actually taking, with the Fool card, it came out in reverse, with the Fool card, it's coming out like that stopped you from taking new steps forward because you weren't surrounded by people who are thinking like you or dreaming like you, okay? So you were probably passing up on opportunities. Maybe you were surrounded with people who were complacent, whatever the case is, but it had an effect on you. And this is why it's time to, because you are striving for more, you do have some treasure that has your name on it. And you have to be around people who also have treasure. People who are also dreamers, like-minded individuals, people who you can mastermind with in the same way, whether it's spiritual, whether it's as far as whatever industry you're in, even with love, you know, people who are emotionally ready and prepared and emotionally mature, like you have to start being around people like that, all right, that will foster this growth that's coming through. But if you stay around the same people or still talking about the same old things, it's just it's stunting your growth, okay? And it's stunting some of y'all money too, okay? All right. Let's get that advice and then we're out of here. 4 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So there's a sense of, with the 4 of Cups and the Ace of Swords, this is coming out in reverse as an advice, okay? Again, with that 2 of Pentacles, I keep showing up again and again. So this energy of feeling like you don't want to feel lost of the connection, or you're scared of missing out on this old opportunity. If you give up on this opportunity, then, or you release the expectations, then you're going to pass up on something good. And it seems like that mindset is actually kind of false. It's something like you grew out of it. So it's no longer an opportunity. It's no longer a valid opportunity, because they didn't grow with you, okay? And there's a need to recognize that, you know? So once you realize that you're in another space and you have a more, yeah, you're upgrading, okay? So you're gonna have people who are in a match for that upgrade now. So that upgrade, you upgrading like that makes this past opportunity null and void. These past desires, these past cycles, whatever it is, the past mindset, whatever you used to accept in love, all of that, and all the people that were attached to that, who were manifestations of that, is now null and void. So it's time to release the expectations of them changing, because that's not what they were there for, okay? They were there to express and mirror the manifestation that you were in that stage of your life. Now you're about to meet a new batch of people that is going to reflect and mirror the new stage you're in, okay? So you're not, I want to say you're not missing out by releasing or downgrading these connections, okay? I hope that helps to get us out of this Two of Pentacles energy of this back and forth, ending karmic cycles. That's what it feels like here, all right? Your legacy is on the line. Start thinking long term, 10 years from now, who would fit? When I stop caring about what people think and all that, if I take emotions out of the equation, who's actually someone I can build with, people that I can build with, you know? So that's something to start thinking about. All right. Well, thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Tarot and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. Until we meet again. Peace.